All right, babe. It's time for you to go to bed.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I got a show, but I promise I'll be back in the morning, okay?
I'll give it juice.
Okay. Wait, no, not that way. Oh, okay. Take it upstairs. Come on, upstairs. Yep. That's it.
Right. It sound like 20 degrees, and now I'm hustle around like plenty of weed. Blow my sleeves, I gotta do a lot, never phone with the keys. Only for prayers when you see me in music. I'm just fatigued, with a hoodie on it, man, when he into the league, it's that talk.
Hello. That's good. How you doing? Thank you. Thank y'all so much for coming. Y'all do look good. Okay, I see you, Sister Soldier in the back. Heard you. Go ahead. Y'all look clean. Y'all don't look clean as me, but y'all clean though. What's up? What up, King? I see you. No, welcome to my home, to my special. So let me start with the jokes. I'm sorry. I've been drinking upstairs. I probably shouldn't have, but why not, right? I mean, fuck it. All right, so let me tell you some new things about me that has happened in here, right? As many of y'all already know, I recently got engaged.
Woo! Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Yeah, she bought me this chain. I said yes, so I guess. No, I'm playing because I'm claiming this chain because I spent all this money on a ring and I don't get shit. That's fucked up. I don't think y'all, right? All I get is the bill. I feel like that's not. And then you know what I found out recently? You gonna learn this, G. I had to buy my own wedding band. Like what? I don't feel like that's fair. I feel like I should just, you got the ring, I got the chain. I feel like that's enough, don't you? I feel like, honestly, if you think about it, I really feel like there'd be a lot less cheating husbands if we just had the chain, right? Because you ain't going, right? I'm saying, I'm a 90s kid, right? So I know how important the chain was, right? As a rapper, I used to be, you got a chain, I mean, that's the record label you committed to. So if a girl bought you a chain, I feel like that's the one you marry. No? Am I wrong? Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong. I'll update that if that's not the case. No, I know y'all probably wondering why I decided to do my special here at my home instead of like at a comedy club or something. It's really because I couldn't find a babysitter. She's upstairs right now asleep. Because most of y'all in here are friends and family, and y'all ain't shit because none of y'all are available. Everybody, when you have a baby, right? Everybody's like, let me babysit. I can't wait. And then you call them, and they like, oh, you meant this baby? I only have one. I don't understand why they feel like. But it's all right. You can't even trust family because I can't even ask my parents nowadays, right? Because they ain't no more grandmas. I don't know if you may know this. They don't. It's no more grandma. It's Mimi now. That's Mimi's not grandma now because grandma stayed home. Mimi, you call her, yo, Mom, can you babysit? Where? No, I can't. Why? Because where you at? I'm outside. I feel like at a certain age you be in the house. No, they outside. Call your father. Where's he? I don't know where he at, but call him. Why don't you know where he's? I don't. Just been confused. I don't know. But I'll figure it out. No, it's okay. Honestly, we inside the house because Rona's still rampant. I don't know if y'all realize this Delta variant is going crazy. There's some Sigmas in the house. Tell the Deltas to chill. Tell them come get a vaccine, a virus. We don't need y'all to be doing all of this. It's just too much. So I just figured we stay in the house. Even though we in the house, I got vaccinated because we're still in New York City. New York City is still dirty. Let's be honest. They stopped cutting the trains off. So you know it's back. The homeless people is back on there. So it's what it is. The Showtime people is back out. So you know the pose is a little too much. First of all, I wasn't gonna say this, but the Showtime boys, y'all realize these are young men are strippers? I don't know if, like there's some talented young men. I'm saying I teach, so I don't feel comfortable contributing to child pornography. So I never give them any money, but they talented. I just feel like, but anyway, I got vaccinated. I know I was hesitating, just like most black people, because our first thought was zombies. We all saw I Am Legend. So nobody wanted to do that, but then I realized the rich white people are doing it. So I'm like, there's gonna be some zombies. So if I had to choose, I choose zombie. Fuck it. Right? If you really think about it, what's the one drawback to zombies? Like what? You don't feel no pain. You ain't gotta go to work. And the one real drawback is you hungry all the time. Weed is legal in New York now. I already have this problem. So y'all laughing, I'm dead ass. I can get if I can smoke weed as a zombie, I get a third shot right now. Why not? I feel like that's okay. Maybe it's just me. Anyway. No, honestly, what I thought about was, this might be how I get my superpowers, honestly. Marvel, most of Marvel is in New York. There's a virus. This is how this shit goes. I feel like Stan Lee set this up for us. No, do y'all remember during the quarantine, there was a point in time where two of the planets were supposed to align, and all the black people thought they was gonna get superpowers at the same time? Y'all remember that? That was cool, right? It was cool and everything, but what I realized, I had a lot of time during the quarantine to think about that, and I felt like that wasn't necessarily a good thing. Because what you're gonna have is you're gonna have nigga problems, but with power. Shit not gonna make sense. Shit not gonna make sense. Right? Like you gonna have a nigga read minds, still ask you, yo, who all gonna be there? Nigga, you know, why are you asking me these questions? I don't, right? Black people can fly, still be late. How? Why? Right? There's some couples in here. You're gonna be mad. You try to take a girl on a date and she tell you to pick her up and you know she can fly. Why do I have to come spend this gas money on you? She not gonna wanna come because she don't wanna mess up her hair. That's some more bullshit. I feel like that's why they was all bald in Wakanda. Nobody gotta worry about this problem. Wow. I'm just saying, it's a valid thing to consider. It's a valid thing to consider. The other thing about it is people didn't think about is, not all powers is good powers. Like you're gonna have somebody, black people that can talk to fish. Black people can't swim. That's a waste. That's just a waste of power. The wrong people, you fuck around, you gonna go to Dr. Miami, get your body done. Wake up the next day, rock monster. How you gonna? Well, you gonna be tight, right? How you gonna explain you a blood? Wake up with blue fur. How you explain that to your homies? How you gonna explain that to the homies? I don't think you thought this through, right? They're gonna give the wrong people powers. Not everybody need powers. Fuck around and give Michael Jordan the ability to fly. It's too late. He don't need it. He don't need it. I told y'all I teach, and I teach special ed. I don't need these niggas any stronger than they already are. Y'all laughing. I'm dead. These ain't dad jokes. I'm just talking. That's just how I feel about it. No, realistically though, I joke about powers and superpowers and stuff, but I realize as a dad, that's the closest you get to feeling like a superhero. Like, cause as a kid, you know they look at you like you Superman. You remember feeling like that? Like you look at your dad like if you think was Superman. The problem is once you become a dad, you realize this nigga wasn't Superman. He just regular old Clark Kent. That was just your young ass mind. I was just like, damn, this sucks. Like, so unfortunate. Like, those kind of realizations suck. Like you have realizations as an adult, and then you have realizations as a kid that be devastating. And as a parent, I have to navigate that. Like I be thinking about what should I tell her, right? Cause like, I don't know, like her tooth is starting to wiggle. I'm like, do I tell her about the tooth fairy? I don't know if I should lie to you like that. Should I tell you about Santa Claus? Christmas is coming. Because I remember when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. It was devastating. So I'd be like, I don't know if I should tell her that. Because I remember thinking as a kid that Santa Claus comes down chimneys. And I've never had a chimney in my life. So where all these gifts coming from? I decided one day to ask Pops, like, yo, Daddy, we don't have a chimney. How come we got gifts? And this might have been the wrong time to ask, because he said, Santa Claus, I'm me, the original Santa. I said, I didn't know you were Teddy Bruckshot. What happened? I didn't know this was Shatas. I just wanted the information. That's all I wanted. You know, you have Jamaican parents. It's interesting, right? I'm not super religious, but I was thinking about it, and I thought, I think God is Jamaican. Y'all may not agree, but this is just how I be thinking, because I started thinking about certain things. I'm like, first off, his baby mom's in a foreign land, so that's how we start off, you know what I'm saying? He's not around, but you know, he show love all the time. Like, every year he gives gifts on his birthday. That's, so you know, he always, you know, he do that. All I'm saying is just be happy he's a boy, because had Jesus been a girl, would nobody else be getting gifts on Christmas? I'm just saying, you know, Jamaican men, they love their daughters. That's all. It's just spoilment. But also, I think about other things. Like, I think about, you know, he sent his son to do all the things he didn't want to do. You know, healing. Y'all understand this, right? I understand this. I live this life. I'm just saying, right? Healing all the people. Go ahead, go do it for me. I don't want to be bothered. He gave him little talents. Go ahead, show off, walk on water. Go ahead, you know what I mean? Jesus was around the prostitutes and stuff. He was like, you know, respect the people. He taught them respect. This is what really let me know that Jesus was Jamaican, right? God was Jamaican. Because his son died. And 3 days later, he said, yo, nothing wrong with you. Get up. And he got up, like, I'm just saying, like, there's nothing, I just feel like, okay, y'all still don't, I don't think y'all fully believe me. Here's the last one. Moses said he spoke to a burning bush. My nigga, that's ganja. I just want y'all to be aware. It's legal now. It's okay. I'm just saying, at the time, that story, you really believe the story? Man, you came back with 2 stones because you split the water open with a staff. True, we gonna walk. I'm just saying, that's just how I be thinking about it. That's just me. I could disagree if you want to. I'm sorry. I had a lot of time during the quarantine to think. So this is where all this is coming from. During the quarantine time, I was still working because, as I said, I teach. So I was doing remote teaching. That was an interesting experience. Because you learn more about the parents than you do about the kids, and they don't respect your time. Like, they don't. Like the parents treat teachers like the weed man during this time. What I mean is, you don't get no weekends, you don't get no holidays. Like, the me man needs to be available at all times whenever you call. Y'all know how that is. I'm like, that shit don't make no kind of sense. Respect me. I have time. I have my own child. Leave me alone. And I teach special ed kids. And even during the quarantine, it should be confusing. Like, these kids know their phone. Like, they know social media, Snapchat is their thing, Instagram, but they don't know computers. I don't know if y'all realize this. Like, their computer their phones have a full keyboard. They still texting me abbreviated. Like, why? Just spell the full word out. Like, if you don't know, don't write me IDK. Just say it. Just write, I don't know. Don't give me you with just a letter. Like, you don't understand what we went. Like, it gets me tight because we used to have flip phones where, you know, you used to have to press a number 3 times to get a letter, and y'all just disrespecting the keyboard. You better appreciate what you have, is what I'm saying. I'm just saying, appreciate what you have. Here's the bizarre thing with special ed kids, right? Special ed kids try to do the same thing the general ed kids do, but they don't quite do it right. It's just, and they be simple shit, you know, reading, writing, bullying. I don't know how you mess that up, but it happens. It does happen, even remotely. Even remote. Like, I understand in person, you like the energies is there, but why you bullying over the computer? I don't. But that's how they live, so I accept it. I'm like, whatever. This one kid decided while I'm teaching to just go in on this other kid, and he's like, yo, you mad ugly, you get no bitches, you look like Voldemort. I'm like, damn, now you shall remain nameless. Like, I know there was a marathon one day. It must have been, I think that was around that time, I guess. I'm not sure. He keeps going. He's like, yo, you mad ugly, you get no bitches, you look like Thanos. I'm like, damn, you out here really watching shows. Like, you got nothing else to do. Again, he go at him like, yo, you mad ugly, you get no bitches, you look like Chewbacca. Disney Plus giving you mad ammo, man. I know you don't know who Chewbacca is. And I know I'm supposed to stop it, but we on Google Meets. I can mute them, but they can unmute. And I'm fond of a good roast if it's funny. I'm going to let it live, because that Voldemort shit funny. I'm sorry. I can't. Here's what fucked me up. Because the other kid he snapped. He couldn't take it. He's like, yo, fuck you. That's why your mom's a hoe. You don't know who your daddy is. same face I made. I was like, wow, that's traumatic. Don't put him through that again. Gotta call a counselor now. I don't have to do that. Here's the confusion part. These two niggas is twins. I'm like, y'all got the same face. Why are y'all? Here's what fucked me up. They got into a fight. I know you wondering, how? They in the same room next to each other. This happened on Friday. They came back on Monday. I'm like, bro, where's your brother? He said, oh, he got suspended. But we're remote. How he gets suspended? Oh, he got sent to his mom's house. I said, nigga. This is why teachers are alcoholics, huh? It just didn't make sense to me. I just was trying to understand the whole thing. During the quarantine time, right, I'm remote teaching, so my fiance learned a lot about me. You know, she learned how I teach. Like, she didn't think I was for real teaching, but she see, when I tell you I'm talking to these kids slowly because they don't understand shit, parents is just as dumb. Right? But as much as she's learning about me, I'm learning about her, and I'm learning things about women I don't know if men should know. It's just, just certain things I rather wish I didn't know. Like, I recently found out what women do with the shower heads. All the guys are confused. The women ain't trying to say nothing. I'm not gonna out y'all. Y'all know. I understand why y'all being there 3-4 hours. Y'all nasty. It's cool. I'm not gonna out you. I'm just saying I know. But during the quarantine, shit is weird, right? Like, in the quarantine, you just, whoever's in your house is who you talking to, right? So there's nobody else. So now I'm like finding myself jealous of these household items. I don't understand. Cause I'm like, the shower head got 3 heads and 5 speeds. I can't compete. So I'm just like, fuck it, that shit. The bad part is that's not even the worst one. The worst item is a Q-tip. You look confused. I'm gonna explain. Don't worry. She's like, why a Q-tip? I'm like, fam, have you ever seen the faces and sounds a woman makes with a Q-tip in her ear, my nigga? Yo, I heard that one time when it was for her upstairs. I was like, y'all moving out. This shit don't make no sense. Like, it's intimate, and and after seeing shit like that, I'm like, don't let them tell you size matters. Because Q-tips, and they white too, listen. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. What I've resolved to is that if she can't feel you, just make sure she hear you. That's all I'm saying, fellas. Think about it for some time. It'll make sense. During the quarantine, I also discovered that black women love murder mysteries, and I don't understand why. Especially black women that have kids. I don't understand what it is about childbirth that makes you want to learn about people that kill people. I just don't understand. I feel like something not connected if I don't show up after this special. Y'all know what happened. She's been learning, and I've been getting nervous. The bad part is this is one particular one. It's a YouTube series she's been watching, and I'm like, it's this white girl, and she's telling murder mysteries while putting on her makeup. It's the most bizarre shit, because she's in there like, yeah, so after he chopped up the body, and you know, I'm just like, oh, that's how you do the two-tone shit on the eyes? That shit kind of cool. Because you never watch them when they get ready. You just like tell me when to get dressed. But that shit was kind of cool. I'm just saying. But after a while, I can't watch no more. Like, there's no reason to be the whole quarantine. I'm like, people's getting shot in the street, and you talking about murder mysteries in my brain. I can't do no more. So after a while, I'm like, all right, I gotta go do something else. I'm gonna go watch what the baby's watching, because you know, you gotta watch what your kids is watching. You gotta know. So I want to know what she's watching, but before I even get to the show, I'm realizing that during this time I'm hanging out with her. But during the quarantine, there was a point in time where she's just taking off her diaper for no reason. This is before we moved here. I'm just like, what? I'm like, sorry, just because we from the Bronx don't mean you got to strip. That's not your only. That's not why I work this hard. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But I'm conflicted because I'm a millennial dad. So I'm like, I'm not gonna hate on the stripping. I mean, I'm from the Bronx, as I said, so I love Cardi B. So that's, you know. And it was years ago. Amber Rose told us we can't slut shame no more. So gotta find something else to do at church on Sundays. I'm just playing. I don't go to church. So what I just resolved to is that if I do mess up and she does end up on the pole, I'm gonna just be on her like a civil rights dad. Like, listen, you gotta be twice as good. You gotta be the baddest bitch in this motherfucker. I'm just saying, Uncle Clifford might be. There's no crying in the pink. That's what I heard. I don't know. Just make sure she understands.
Oh my God.
Make sure she understands the rules. 101. That's, you know what I'm saying? I just got to make sure she knows. But this is why I'm watching her shows, because I'm trying to make sure she knows, because, you know, she's watching like YouTube now, but it's YouTube Kids, so I just got to make sure there's nothing crazy on there. But the stuff that she's watching has me like, as an adult, it don't register the same. Like, she's watching stuff that I watch. Like, she's watching Dora, right? And I'm like, okay, Dora's cool. Learn a little Spanish. Right? Just enough to order what you got to order from the bodega. We are from the Bronx. Fine, let's go ahead and get that. But then I'm watching this shit and I'm like, oh, so they let their daughter walk through the jungle with a monkey the whole time? With boots on? I feel like that's a deficiency to the monkey, because they have opposable thumbs on their feet. How he gonna grab onto the trees, you put boots on it? And not even like Tim boots that you're like, all right, he's secure. He got on Uggs, my nigga. This shit don't make... He might as well be a college white girl. This shit don't make no sense. And then he is from the jungle in Mexico, but the monkey don't speak Spanish. Somebody help me understand this. Why is she teaching him this? I don't understand. And then they said the first episode, they sent her to grandma's house. Couldn't have been my Jamaican grandma. She'd have asked me if I ate all day out and said no, because I'm in the fucking jungle. And then I would have been lived with grandma. She would have never sent me back. So it's a shame. I don't understand why this happens. Quick side note, I went to Mexico this summer. And I used to think Dora was mad annoying because she's always repeating herself for you to do shit. Then when I was in Mexico and I realized white people don't listen, so that's why they repeat themselves so much. It's not her fault. This is just to make sure that niggas don't die. I was just, all right, that's cool. That's cool. There's other shit like the Disney princesses. I'm like, all right, I watch the Disney princesses. I have a girl. Watch the Disney princesses. However, I have a black daughter. Why is it that the only black princess we got turned into a frog? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And she was working hard as hell. She didn't even... I'm like, come on, they could have gave us a better story. First they give the boys for a prince story, Lion King, then they give the princess. Why we always gotta be animals? We can't be... Just saying about our humanity. I'm just saying my humanity matters. That's where I be at with it. But anyway, she watching this shit. I'm not gonna take away from her innocence. Fine, watch the shows. But some of them don't make sense, like Sleeping Beauty. Fell asleep because she ate an apple from a witch in the woods. Stranger danger. Did you not learn from Eve? We don't just eat random apples in the jungle. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Plus, I'm watching this now, and as an adult, I have more experience, and I'm like, Maleficent was actually the better choice. She looked better. First of all, let's be honest. We saw the movie. She was thick. Like, I'm just, as an adult, I can see that. Now, as a kid, I wasn't. I'm like, but I know y'all thinking, oh. First of all, she knows magic. So 50 Cent, magic thick. I'm just saying it makes more sense that way. No, maybe I'm wrong. I also feel like she can fly. So she turned into a dragon. So people are like, nah, what? It's a dragon. I seen Shrek. Eddie Murphy chose the dragon, and you see how that worked out. So I feel like that's. Plus, she can fly. That just means Mile High Club. There's a whole new meaning to it. Y'all never thought about mid-air? I'm just saying. Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Right? You understand. You understand. Listen, I know she breathes fire. That's them a little bit of spice. That's a little bit of spice. We from New York. We all like it spicy. Cardi B said everybody like a toxic bitch. If nothing else. The head is fire. I'm just saying, if you think about it. I just want it to make sense, right? Sometimes you gotta take a break from take a break from the TV and read a book. So I'm like, okay, what are the nursery rhymes? But then I was like, I don't want to read Goldilocks because as an adult I realized Goldilocks is a colonizer, so I can't. Think about it, she rolled up in those black bears or brown bears' home and just started eating their food. Yo, how they didn't maul her, I don't understand. Broke the chair and slept in my bed? And you heard about the white celebrities saying they don't bathe. So you was in the woods with your non-bathing ass and wet in your outside clothes in my bed? Yo, nah, man, shit like that don't add up to me. I feel like that's just wrong. I feel like shit like that just shouldn't go that way. Am I wrong? Y'all could disagree if y'all want. Just tell me how it should go. Here's the last one. Last show that I was watching that I was thinking about. It's Blue's Clues, right? Y'all remember Blue's Clues, right? Blue's Clues was one of my favorite shows as a kid. I was like, this is my shit. My favorite color is blue. This shit is cool. Steve was cool. Steve gone. Steve now is like actually solving real crimes. Like he's a private eye, I think. That's what he's doing. They called him on the first episode, like, yo, I need help. He said, nah, I'm out here solving these crimes, dude. Like Steve is Ice-T now in SVU. Like that's what he's doing. Right? Even Joe was on one of the other series. I don't know what he's doing. But the new guy, he's like racially ambiguous. So I guess that's progress. I don't know what he is. He might be Hawaiian or something, but he's not white, I guess. I don't really know. But he can really sing, so now it's a musical experience. It's just, it's fun. The melody is dope. It's just updated now, too. The notebook on the back is a smartphone. Like, facts! It's a notebook and a smartphone. Like, I don't know how because it still got the spirals. I don't know how they made that work through the phone. But it's cool because they get emails and shit now. Like, which makes sense for the younger kids. I'm telling you, it's shit dope. But I'm watching this show as an adult during the quarantine, and I'm like, oh, this is a show about a man quarantined with his dog trying to find shit to do all day. I'm like, oh, okay, this shit makes sense now. I get it. This is cool. However, also during the quarantine, as I said, I've been smoking, so I'm watching this guy, and I'm like, this nigga's high. He gotta be high because everything in the house talk. You notice that shit? Think about it. Everything in the house talk. You can get parenting advice from Salt and Pepper. Think about that shit. I also want to update y'all. They got like 4 kids now. I don't know if y'all realize this. They be in the cabinets getting it in. I don't know if y'all. I be thinking about that shit. Like, could you imagine you just in your house and all you hear is. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It fucked me up because that was one of the clues. Like, find out what Salt and Pepper got going on. I'm like, first of all, and they had twins. I said, oh, nah, what seasoning is this? See, this is what happens when you there's not a white guy in the host. We get some more seasoning in the show. You see what they did? I feel it. Right? The Mailbox, about to drop an album. That Mailbox song is lit. He got the best song the whole show. So I'm like, okay, why you talking? Even the side table drawer that he get the notebook out, it's like, hey, I'm gonna get your notebook, You know what I'm saying? The pail, shovel, the soap, even the soap talk to you. Which they always talk, so I don't understand why the white people didn't use them. I'm like, use me. They out here saying, I just don't understand. But here's what I also thought about. I'm like, we can't be that strong. Because the one individual, the main person you need to communicate with, so you know where I'm going, don't talk. The dog. The dog is the only one that don't talk. You ain't think about that. I'm going to let you think about that for a minute. And that shit don't make no sense to me. Right? Because as y'all know, my home has always been 420 friendly, right? And her mom has a dog. And I've been in here sometimes. Sometimes I used to get home before they did, and I would be smoking a little bit. And I'm chilling there with Max. Y'all know the dog, she got a pit bull. It's typical black dog. Don't judge. It's just... Right? And it was one time, I don't know what she be getting. I just be smoking it. I don't ask questions, right? And one time I got so high in there with the dog, and I seen Friday, and I didn't think it was true. I'm like, animals don't get contact, whatever. I'm so high, the nigga started talking. It was a simple question, but it fucked me up. He said, yo, hey, yo, dog. Again, I'm not. Animals don't talk, so I'm not responding. I'm like, nah, I'm bugging. Bugging the fuck out. He's like, yo, hey, yo, he's like, yo. I'm like, oh, you from the Bronx. My name is... And I'm like, that's what's up. He said, yo, do all dogs really go to heaven? This is some high shit, because what fucked me up is I'm like, I hope this ain't a cry for help, because I'm not the therapist in the house. I don't know how to answer this. What fucked me up was the cat responded. Yes, we have a cat. Cat was like, not all of them, some of them. I said, nigga, what? How the fuck you know? I'm like, and I'm fucked up. Now I'm answering. I'm like, wait a minute. How do you know not all of them go? 9 lives, my nigga, I've been there. I said, nah. I'm fucked up in the head. So I'm like, okay. So when I'm watching Blue's Clues, I'm like, I've experienced talking dogs, so this don't make no sense. But then I thought about it. The dog we have is a male dog. The dog on the show is a female dog. Blue is female. I don't know if y'all realize this, right? And the only reason I found that to be significant is because I realized bitches don't never just want to say what's on their mind. So at that point, this shit makes sense. Oh man, I wanna take this opportunity to thank y'all so much for coming out and celebrating with me. And this, I was so nervous. I appreciate y'all. Y'all really do look beautiful and look good. We gon' get drunk. I hope y'all didn't drive because, right?
Of course we drove.
I mean, probably. That's true. See, but if you had a dragon, you'd have been good. You know. You can't drink and drive, but drink and fly? Ain't nobody up there, nigga. You been high. I'm just saying. Anyway, I go by the name Kenny Blacc. 2 C's, no K. I want to thank y'all so much for coming. Let's turn up.
I got everyone who listen to trick like no, not today, Satan. Cause I'm been hot like a vacation. Don't throw salt cause I've been Cajun. Black and Puerto Rican, know I look Bayesian. Did a little business right outside of Beijing. I don't mean gold-plated when I say my name ring. I can sun palm where they claim to be king. I can never sell my soul, I don't kill fame brand.